Hey, hey. What the fuck is wrong with these people? First. Oh, no, Lucinator was there. What's going on? What the fuck is wrong with these people? They. These cops just believe they get to grab a hold of you. Um, they don't even. Like when they grabbed a hold of David the other night. Or they just didn't even say. They didn't say, hey, turn around, you're under arrest. Hey, we're going to arrest you. Nothing. It's like, who can fucking sack the potato first? It's like a pack of rabid dogs and they've all got rabies. Robert, Lucinator, they all got fucking rabies, guys. Like, literally, what the fuck is going on? It's just, Gen T, welcome. What are we fucking doing? We need. I don't know what anyone else said when they called, but when I've been calling, I've been telling people, hey, where's your humanity? Why don't you fucking use your words first? You're the big kids in the playground. Why don't you talk, redneck? Sewer dog. It, it it's It's out of fucking control that you guys have the guns and you guys are the ones to fucking grab a hold of people first. You guys are the ones that are supposed to be civil and humane. You're supposed to be the ones above the fray. If I'm yelling at you and screaming at you and I fucking got no control, you're supposed to be the one that has control. You're supposed to be the one that is able to take the time and think. Fucking A, man. It's just disgusting, dude. Like, I don't know if anyone else is fucking done with this. Justin Emo, Howling Wolf, what's up? Don't you fuck with my Eric Brandt show, man. Don't you fuck with it. Um, Family email. Hey, welcome from. Oh well, if you need to go to sleep, then go to sleep. I just wanted to get on here and voice my opinion a little bit and say what the fuck is going on. We need to call people up, and we need to demand that these police departments learn some civility. In the state of Washington last year, we passed a law that says we want our police, to be de-escalation officers instead of police officers. And they don't even fucking care. They're just like, it doesn't matter. Brent Brandt is in jail again. I just posted a video on my YouTube channel last night. It shows it very well. They chase him down, and then instantly they throw him in handcuffs. Instantly. It's just, we've lost our humanity. Zero de-escalate. No, they've been trained to de-escalate. That's a problem. Free press. Oh, Robert, what's going on? Newman, Germany. Are you from Georgia? Georgia, Newman, Georgia. It's just it's out of fucking control, and we have to do something. We have to say something. Oh, there's a you something app. You live. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Um, but it works sometimes, but it doesn't really always download to my channel. Belgium here. Belgium, Germany. I'm planning on having back surgery in Germany if I can. Ustream, I think that's what it is. Um, from Seattle, welcome. I got family in Everett, and I've been to Seattle many times. I used to drive into Tacoma every day for work. Um, I'm on the east side of the state where we still have a brain left. We haven't sold our soul to that theory that we want to get rid of it, but that's awesome. Um, oh, I can't remember where the surgery. Dr. Ritter Lang, man, from Florida. What's up, Uprising? I've been to Florida a couple times, man. Fort Myers. Not Ontario. Anyway, guys, we need to communicate these things. We need to share these things. Share it like Carolina from Fort Worth said. Share it on your Facebook, guys. Don't be afraid to stand up and share this stuff. It's real and it's happening, and it's all right. it's just, man, it's crazy what's going on here. I'm dealing with a judge who allowed his deputy to grab a hold of me, forced me to sign a paper that I didn't want to sign, and now I found out that that paper that I signed gave away my right to a jury trial. Now I try and file a motion to say what they did was wrong, and they won't accept my motion. But they're the ones in charge. Roadrunner! What's going on? So it's just shit like that, man. At every point, we're subject to their lack of integrity, their lack of humanity, their lack of civility. And I think those words are very big that we need to call them up and say straight up, where's your civility? Where's your humanity? No hurricane coming your way, Miami, Florida, but I have to be ready for the storm. Yeah, you do got to be ready for the storm, man. Those hurricanes are no shit. You know, um my first job truck driving was delivering um an empty refrigerator trailer to New Orleans, Louisiana for a mobile morgue. That was my first job. Like my first day on the job. I got there in in Salt Lake City, and they were like, "Hey, my trainer's going to Louisiana because that's where his family lives. Do you wanna go on his truck, or do you want to get a new trainer?" I was like, "I'll go." We ran all the way down to Louisiana without stopping. No scales. We had to go through the scale, but we had a sign in our window that said basically FEMA response, and we just no logbook, no nothing. We're just driving straight from Utah all the way to Louisiana, man. So those hurricanes are no shit. That was I couldn't live over there because of that reason alone. I live in the Northwest because we don't have tornadoes, we don't have hurricanes, we don't have earthquakes. We have wind, but I mean wind is everywhere. I can't do those hurricanes or tornadoes, man. They're just not for me. Anyway, guys, stay connected, get a hold of people, talk to people, share it. Do what we need to do to connect. Do what we have to do because they are so willing to grab a hold of us and injure us. We need to be willing to exercise our rights. If we don't use them, we lose them, guys. If you don't call some people up, if you don't send an email, if you don't spend 5 minutes on your phone, we lose those rights. And there definitely needs to be more of us so that way we can say shit goes down. That's exactly it, guys. That's why we need to sub to everybody. That's why you should click on the little thing and sub to everybody in the chat. If you're on your computer, there's three dots on the right hand side. If you're on your phone, click on the mobile thing and subscribe to people. Get to know each other. If you like what they're doing, ring the bell too. It's important that we stay connected. It's important that we stand up for what's going on. It really, oh man, I should have started this so many years ago, but what is happening in our country is so systematic of the destruction of every country. MCW Joker, what's going on? It really is. It's systematic of what's happening in the downfall of every country, of every civilization before us. Nobody watches the watcher. If you look at what happened to Rome, they fell apart not because they were so big and they got conquered. They fell apart because they were so big and nobody watched the watcher. Nobody watched the cop. Absolutely, Uprising. But nobody watched who was in charge. Nobody stood up for the reality of what was happening because it's not pretty. It's fucking ugly what's happening to our country right now, to every country. To this police mentality that if they bark an order like a Pavlovian dog, we are to sit and not even think, not even process what they said. Sometimes it takes a moment to think. And they don't even want us to think. They just want us to act and be a fucking trained dog. And it's fucking getting out of control because they just keep escalating it and escalating it. That's why our founding fathers died for this shit. That's why they said all men were created equal, because it doesn't fucking matter who you are. It's why, you know what? It's why when Martin Luther King said he'd been to the top of the hill and he'd been to the promised land, he didn't give a shit no more and he stood for what he stood for. Awesome, dude. That's awesome. I appreciate it. You guys sub to each other and share, Martin Luther King, he didn't give a shit anymore because he knew what was right, he knew what was wrong, and he knew regardless of how long he lived, whether he made it to 90 years old or one more day, he was not going to stand down and allow what was happening to continue in his country. And I think that's where a lot of us are. And that's why we have to share it in the manner we need to share it, guys. We need to share it with fervor. We need to show our neighbor. We just need to go out and be like, hey guys, would you believe that a cop would grab a hold of somebody so fucking quickly? Show them David Bourne's video. Show them Mark Burgess's video. Show them Fuck the Police's video, guys. It really is out of control. It really is completely fucking bullshit what's happening here.
Utterly ridiculous.
Utterly ridiculous. Yeah, it's fucking utterly ridiculous, guys. Had you told me this is the way our country was when I was going to school, I probably would have dropped out of school and started fucking burning down buildings back then. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to burn down buildings, but fuck, guys. If we don't have integrity at the basic level, we don't have anything. We don't have a country. Who was that? That was my son in the background. Just
hello. Happy Fuck the Cops Day. Ole ole. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Fuck, man. David was even backing up. He was being nice and trying to do what they said. Hey, I backed up a little bit. Oh, I said back up to that pole, and I can say how much distance I need. Well, also there's another factor that it's public and my safety, you're not even there to regulate. You can't help my safety. So you can't enforce my safety. And that's the other thing that we're not able to articulate. That somehow people don't stand up in court and say, wait a minute. You don't get to say how much room. You don't just get to take away the public. You don't just get to eat away at every fucking stop you come to and make it your country. Buffering, man. Try refreshing. I don't know, man. I got horrible connection, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to say, stand up. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Stop what is happening. Man, I'll show you guys my chicken farm again real quick. See how they just hang out in the shade? They take it easy and they all get along. There's no fighting. There's no bullshit. At the same point, guys, that's what we need to do. We need to stop fighting. We need to care for each other and love each other. Stop hating each other. Start connecting to each other. I'll post it on if this video uploads to YouTube, I'll post it. It's in the Play Store. It's I think it's YOU stream, but it's got a picture. It's got like YOU, and then the O has a play button in the middle of it. Our younger generations have nothing to look forward to if this is the police state and the tyranny that we are living in. Terminillo versus the city of Chicago, guys, that's a big one. Right in there, it talks about our free speech and our ability to express ourselves is what separates us from a tyrannical government. We're no longer separated, guys, but we have to acknowledge it, and we have to tell our neighbors, hey, our government is tyrannical, whether we like it or not, whether we want to accept it. Whether it's okay or not, it's fucking happening right now, and our government is out of control. See, even our and that's the thing. Crazy part is the veterans are the ones that understand it the most. I was watching James Freeman a year and a half ago, and he was talking about how he fought for our country, and now he realized that those rights that he stood up for are being eroded and eaten away right in his hometown. And if he doesn't stand for it now, nobody will. And I was like, holy shit, that's what every veteran I know talks about. Like, they served, they fought wars for freedom, and then they come home. The people over there are more free than we are. They got bazookas and rocket launchers. They might have some tyranny and some shitty government, but at the same point,
so do we.
The police aren't going to necessarily walk into my house if they know I got a fucking rocket launcher. You know what I mean?
If the police know that I'm going to unleash a fully automatic machine gun on them when they come in my house in the middle of the night, they're not going to do that shit. If Otto had 2 rocket launchers on the front of his fucking truck and he fucking let them both off, doo doo, right when they pulled up and they fucking blew up to pieces, nobody else would do that shit again. But because they don't face any consequences to what they did, they're gonna keep doing it. Because they can hide with subterfuge behind their discretion and molest everything that is humanity, and nobody stands up because it's difficult. Nobody goes to their city hall because it's difficult. And that's where we need to fucking stop. We need to stop sitting on our ass. We need to stop driving by the city hall. Go to your city hall meetings. Go to your city hall meetings. Everybody needs to set a calendar date, find out where your local city hall, your local government meeting is, and go, sit, watch it. You want a rocket launcher too? See, exactly. We want a rocket launcher. And at the same point, if your neighbor and you both had rocket launchers, you're not going to use a rocket launcher when you get angry at your neighbor. Go every week. That's a good one, Slave to Google. You're right. But start by going one time. Walk up, go 5 minutes early, and shake your mayor's hand. Call your police chief. That's right. You can call the police chief. You have the right to people. Yeah, you do have the fucking right to call, and you have the right to bitch at them. And when they hang up on you, you have the right to call them back and tell them, I'm one of the people, and I have the right to redress your government, my government, so you're my government. Time for a spanking. See, that's what the 5 amendments are all about. Eric said it perfect today. He was when he was talking to Mildred, or what? Yeah, Mildred. Call Mildred. Everybody call Mildred. You need a spanking. Sometimes you need a spanking, and that's what redress is about. When you need a spanking, you're going to get one. And it's not a physical spanking, but it's a verbal spanking, and you're going to fucking get it. And it's coming to you. Thankful by the freedom of speech. Spanking time. Fuck, people. Stand up. Tell your neighbor. If your neighbor doesn't want to hear it, tell him again. Shout out to Hallucinator. Absolutely, guys. I appreciate everyone. My email address is somecops, the letter R, dumbcops@gmail.com. Well, Chapo, you Cohan versus St. Petersburg, Florida. And if you were not yelling or screaming inside the building, you could probably go back. You may get arrested again, but you may have grounds for a civil lawsuit if you're willing to do what it takes. The problem is like Eric said, there are people dying in prison with civil lawsuits violations. If you're going to do it, you better learn to read, and you better learn to figure it out. You have a question. Go, Southern Belle. Hey, go ahead. Let your question out. I want y'all to look up the Texas Sheriff's Department. Fuck yeah, no shit, huh? Ask the question. If blank, you're not Sheriff's Department kicking. Yeah, no shit, huh? Yeah, they sure fucking do like to roll on people down there, don't they? Ask your question, Southern Belle. You got that question out there? I'm a Christian man. I don't say GD. No, the Beaver. No, I don't like to say GD much either, man. I like to say the Beavers did it. The Beavers damned it up. God made the Beavers, but God didn't damn it. Yeah, they're just hanging doing nothing, but then they come after us, and they've come after Brent multiple times, and Brent has mental issues, and they know it, and they think it's funny to keep pushing on him. And the term not menacing harassment, but harassment in itself, but malicious harassment. Malicious harassment in the state of Washington refers to somebody's mental status. And if somebody has an altered mental status and they feel threatened, It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what the altered mental status individual feels. And they keep coming after Brent with an altered mental status, and they keep running at him and laughing about the fact that they attack him and shoot him with a taser and break his fucking arm. It's just fucking getting out of control. Cops that get harassed also from bad cops. You know, by definition, Gemini 7, journalism, it's intriguing to see how much that has not changed. Bullies. You know, cops by the definition can't be harassed, guys. They're a fucking public servant. Their job is to be served by the public, to serve the public. So here's another thing, guys. There's a judicial canon of ethics. I want to share that information with everybody. Judicial canon of ethics. Your judge is required to go by those canon of ethics. And so is some of your public officials. They swear oaths. And in those ethics oaths, it says that they should be expected to receive public criticism. When labeled or leveled upon other citizens, it will be considered burdensome. It will be, and they should be subject to the rules that bind them. And so that means they're our fucking boss. We're their boss. And when we tell them they're a sack of shit filled with fucking with chicken shit, dog shit, cow shit, and rotten vegetables, I didn't know. Somebody said on my stream the other night, I didn't know teeth fucking I didn't know shit could stack that high and had teeth and lips on it. But fucking A, you know, Southern Belle, write a commendation on the officer to the chief. You know, if you guys have any questions, I don't always bring it up in an articulated manner, but I do know a decent amount, and I'm trying to learn more. If you need any troll watch, would be hounded as would be. Absolutely, guys. If I can figure out how to moderate people back on my other stream and not on this because I'm on a different app, I will mod some people. I will mod people. I'm not just going to mod everybody, but I will give pretty much people who want to be involved, people who are involved that I see are taking care of the things we need to take care of and working towards the same goals. I'll give you guys wrenches and just keep it clean and keep it together, guys, because that's what this is about. Is about putting a stop to the tyranny. Stop the fucking tyranny. And if you guys can understand and feel the same way as me and you're interested, abso-fucking-lutely, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Tell your friends, man. Tell your friends about Eric. Tell your friends about Otto. Tell your friends about James Freeman. About News Now. Well, I don't know. Fuck. Anyway, I won't get into that shit. Here's my problem. I don't know. I have a degree in criminology at one time. I wanted to become a police officer. I went to the military, rescue swimmer ship, self-defense force. They are just scared people. They're absolutely scared people. You're right, Texas TXGT, Texas. But that doesn't give them the right to act on us. Take care, man. Get out of here, Blackpool. Go to sleep, man. I know it's probably way late over there, and I'll be ending this soon. And just because they're scared, here's the problem is just because they're scared doesn't give them the right to act on us. And we should not give them the badge and the gun if they're scared. To put your life on the line is to run into a burning building. To put your life on the line is not to point a gun at children in a car. That is not putting your fucking life on the line. You put nobody's life on the line besides Otto and his children. No one's fucking life was put on the line except David's. Nobody's life was put on the line besides mine and Brent's. And on. Fucking accountability for now. Everyone. No one's life was put on the line but fucking ours. They're not risking their life. They're not putting their life on the line. They're grinding us up and chewing us out. Spitting us out. Chewing us up, spitting us out
with no fucking regard to humanity, man. No regard to humanity, guys. You know, and I just, fuck, what the fuck is wrong with these people? We need humanity. I tell you what, I was on such a small ship, we had to cross train. Oh. That's just it. You're exactly it. Right there. Right there, man. TX. You're absolutely right. I got a cousin who's a firefighter, man, and he's been burned, smoke inhalation like 4 times. Like, he's got polyps on his lungs now. Like, that man has fucking ran in and pulled people out of a fucking building so many times, and he doesn't even care what happens to him. Cops, they're like, wait a minute, I don't want to get hurt here. I got a gun. 69, Mammy, 95. Welcome to the room. And that's the problem, is when a cop has the mentality that because he has the gun and he's not going to get hurt, he draws that gun. You see all these cops are like, I was afraid for my life, so I shot that dog. Well, I was afraid for my life. I can't shoot a cop. That's absurd. I can't just say, I was afraid, and so I shot him. I pulled out and quickly shot him so it could go no further. And that's what cops do. You seen a cop quit his job because of the clicks in there were... Yeah, the clicks. It's you fucking hate. You know, Bell, Southern Bell. You're absolutely right. It's like when you were in high school and there was a popular group and the next group down, and then the stoners, and then the hippies. The cops were the kids that got picked on by everybody, and now they want to be the top group. They want to be the popular group, so they're going to enforce it. And you either get in the group or you get out. That if you watch part of my video and read the explanation on the one I just posted, that's exactly it. You see the 2 cops in the beginning, they don't want to tackle me. They're like, we're not going to tackle him. Why would we do that? That's fucking absurd. And then it's the same, they are pussies. And then at the same time, if you go later and the other videos I'm trying to get request that they won't give me, it shows that the other officer just did what his sergeant told them to do, and then they lied on the paperwork. And now they have to prove it in federal court. And the district attorney's like, well, we can't prove that they were lying. 5 minutes ago, he said, tackle the guy. Those 2 cops said, no, we won't tackle him. And then that cop tackled him. And we're saying it was because there was a threat to the community. Where did the threat come in? Fuck these guys, you know? What if a woman was being raped and a cop shot him? So so Southern Belle, you're asking me like, you're asking me if there's a guy raping a woman, can a cop just walk up and shoot him in the back of the head? Yeah, absolutely. I think you should be able to do that, Southern Belle. If someone's raping somebody, you should be able to shoot them dead as shit. Well, if a woman is being raped and the fucking out she... See, that's exactly it. And that's what the Second Amendment's all about. It's the greatest equalizer. An 80-year-old lady who's got 2 broken hips can fucking beat down fucking 5 robbers if she's got an AR-15. An AR-15 stops that old lady from being raped. It stops that old lady from being a victim. It stops teenage women from being raped. There's a college somewhere in America right now where they're giving buttons. Literally, this is no joke. They're giving buttons for people to wear on campus at night. In case you get raped, you hit the button and the cops will come to you. What happened to a cell phone and a fucking pistol? Why don't we put a sign on the outside of a bank that says no bank robbery? Can somebody do that for me and make a sign that says no bank robbery so we can stop all bank robberies? Because that's what they're asking us to do. Folks, he has a receipt and... Kick his ass, not shoot. Yeah, you know, that actually got to kick his ass. I would try and stop him. I'm not saying I wouldn't shoot him, but that's the other thing too, is the gun is so... We jump to the gun so quickly. We're so afraid of putting our life on the line. Stand up, kick somebody in their face. There's a different mindset between... Oh. Yeah.
law and common law. Yeah, absolutely. There's totally different set, Chapo. I totally believe we should just have cops. Sorry, you guys are carry us on the sidewalk for safety. Yes, Gemini. Yes, please, cops. We need to. We can even give them carts with wheels, and they can pull us around with wheeled little carts. But they should carry us for safety. They should keep us safe everywhere, like we're the royalty. I would beat the rapist to hell, not kill him. Yeah, no, I would nail his ball, his organs to a stump and set the stump on fire and give him a knife and let him choose what to do with it. He wanted to take away that woman or that person's free choice, so let's take away his free choice and give him only one choice. Well, he's got two choices. He can leave him connected to that wooden stump that's burning, but that might not end up so well. Pig in a wagon. He'd lose his junk real quick. Yeah, he'd cut it off himself. He'd make his own choice. Smash that like button or you're going to get the swine flu. That's right. EJ Nix will give you the swine flu if you don't smash the like button. Thank you, EJ Nix. Guys, that's just it right there, guys. We just got to like each other, connect a little bit. I found out, I've been reading some stuff about YouTube, and if we hit that like button, it lets more people know we're there. Holy crap. About to get stung by a bee. The like button lets people know we're there. Sharing it lets people know we're there. Talking about it, commenting, guys. Leave a comment, even if it's good job or keep going or stay safe or good job, EJ Nix, or whatever it is. Leave a comment. Say something. Take one moment out of your day, and even thumbs down does it. If you want to hit thumbs down, Lucinator, hit it. Boom. I don't care. Honestly, I haters make you famous, man. And honestly, I'm not here for anybody else. I'm here to try and stop what I see happening in my community, and I want to step forward to do that. And so, thumbs up and thumbs down, let's go at this. If you guys have ideas and what I'm saying is crazy, let me know. Let me know that I need a different idea. Let me know to do something different. Share your opinions, guys. We have to share our opinions. The old adage of divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. That's what they're doing. They're dividing us. You don't want to talk to that guy. He looks different. Look at my fucking beard, man. You know how many people tell me I'm on crack because of my beard? Like, I even have 911 calls. I will post those, guys. I will post the audio. I have 911 calls where the guy is talking about me and he thinks I'm on drugs. He's got a big beard and I think he's on drugs or something. I was just talking on the sidewalk with some kids. And the kids came up to me. But the funny part is people just judge. And we look at somebody differently because they're not like us. And we need to stop doing that. We need to stop doing that one by one. The loudest voices for tolerance are always the most intolerant. And I am not going to fucking go out that way. I'm not going to go out screaming, tolerate me, while I don't tolerate you. I think we're better off with everybody involved. Everybody. Even the fucking trolls. If they want to troll us and spam us and give our phone numbers out there, go ahead, do that shit. But you're just furthering the cause. You're just helping us all connect and find a reason to connect. What if a cop was nice and he warned you to pull over and call a cab instead of getting a Dewey, and you tell him to go fudge yourself? How do you think he should react? Southern Belle, at that point, honestly, I've got nothing for drunk drivers. I drove truck for 10 fucking years, Southern Belle, and if you're drinking and driving, you need your fucking ass kicked. You need a square kick right in the nuts. That's my opinion. I got less respect for... I got less respect for drunk drivers than most other human beings because they choose to drink and they get in the vehicle. I mean, go to Canada and get a Dewey. See what happens there. Just so all you Americans know, if you've ever got a Dewey in America, don't go to Canada. They won't let you come back to America. The biggest reason I quit driving truck, guys, is because of call an Uber. Call a friend. Walk. Ask your neighbor. Call the police. Call the police and do it. Like, call the police and be like, I need help. I'm stranded. When they show up, just tell them I'm stranded. I need to get to this address. You need to help me. I'm desperate. Don't tell them you're drunk. They're probably going to smell it on you. But at the same point, don't call the cops. That's a fucking bad idea. Bad idea. Fuck the police, man. Anytime anybody ever calls the cops, people end up fucking dead. What is wrong with our country? Man, you know, they will shoot you. Yeah, exactly, Juice, man. That's exactly it. It's all good, Jason. It shoot you. Fuck, guys. Come on, man. I've never met you. You have no videos, and you usually nix is a boy's name. So I'm sorry, Jennings. I hope you understand much. Man, you guys are haters, man. We can't demand a breath sample here without suspicion. See, you know, but the problem is that suspicion is just saying I think. You know what? Canadian Free Press. I think you're drunk. You need to give me a specimen right now. You need to give me a sample right now because I think you're drunk. And that's how they do it. I have video evidence of them not even telling me why they were doing something, and they just did it. And then later they said, I had a suspicion. Well, shouldn't you have said that in the beginning? No, I don't have to. That's my discretion. See, that's where the term arbitrary and capricious comes in. Arbitrary and capricious. Put those two terms in Google together and realize that's what's happening. Yeah, I heard that in Canada that they can come knock on your door even though you've been at your house for 2 hours and they can demand a sample. That's correct, right? Fuck that, dude. That's literally, oh my goodness. Like, Johnny 50 said it perfectly, and I've actually heard this counsel from a lawyer before. If you ever get in a vehicle accident, abandon your vehicle, run home or to the nearest bar, and get drunk. Because they can't prove what drunk was what drunk. And if you were visibly seen drinking alcohol in a bar after the accident, they can't separate the two. But this is the biggest thing, guys. Why are we drinking so much? I don't know why everyone's drinking, and I'm not saying why you can or can't drink, but I think we're drinking because the world around us is strangling us, and we are trying to avoid it. So we want to escape a little bit each night. So we take that drink and we say, it'll all be better tomorrow, or fuck it, I'll deal with it tomorrow. How many people have sat down, had a drink, and said, fuck it, I'll deal with it tomorrow? That's because that's what we're doing. We're so fucking overwhelmed. There's so much paperwork and so much to get involved with our government and to stop what's happening to our community that we just say, fuck it. My son, the ole ole fuck the cops kid, you know, he was assaulted in school, and because he was 18, there were charges pressed on him, even though on the video the kid jumped on his back. Yes, more forgiving, more understanding. And that starts with the cops. If the cops are more forgiving and more understanding in our community, we can be more forgiving. We can be more understanding. But when we live in a society with zero tolerance and zero forgiveness, we don't have the option to forgive. If we forgive, we'll get eaten alive by the guy next to us. And that's exactly the problem. Because we cannot forgive each other and the government cannot forgive us, we have no ability to grow. We have no ability to help our neighbor. One of our presidents said it back before the Great Depression. There was a giant drought in Texas, and a bunch of politicians went to the governor, and he said, I'll leave it on this, guys. He went to the fucking governor. A bunch of politicians go not to the governor, to the president, and they say, hey, pass this bill that allows us funding to help pay for these farmers in Texas that are having a drought. And the president said not only no, but hell no, I will not do it. If I pass this bill, it will only make you weaker. It will only make you all more dependent on the government. And if you become more dependent on the government, you will forget your neighbor. You will lose who your neighbor is. You will forget your neighbor. And if I give you this assistance, I will make you dependent on the government, and it will only get worse faster. That is the way our government used to work. That is the way humanity used to work. Just so you all know, more food and water came on horses and wagons from up north and out of Oklahoma and out of Nebraska than was needed. There was so much food and water for the animals and people, it was turned away without a single drop of government assistance, without the help of any cop. That's what works. We work. We help. When my neighbor's house caught fire, we had the fire out as neighbors before the fire department got here. Yeah, a lot of them are that way now. Water and sewer. It's a lot of these cities. That's the only thing they have to exist on is water and sewer, Gemini. That's and police tickets, and you'll find that that's getting out of control. No republic. Texas is the only state which could secede. Just want to throw that out there. We can all secede. What? Can you tell me why only Texas could succeed? Because I believe we're all part of a democratic republic. You're a dominant female. I think totally opposite Southern Belle, but I'm with you. I'm not angry. Right? Yeah. They should be run. Our police should be volunteers, guys. Like our police used to be volunteers. Police did not used to carry guns. The idea of a posse was real. When they needed to go get somebody, they gathered people from the community and they went out. They did not always carry guns. You do have to take care of yourself, but at the same time, Southern Belle, you have to not forget those around you. While you're Southern Belle, this is it right here. While you're climbing that ladder and taking care of yourself, don't step on the people below you. Don't walk on the people underneath you to climb that ladder. Because you're all climbing the same fucking ladder. Pardon my language, but fuck. You're climbing the same ladder. Quit stepping on each other's fingers. Quit stepping on each other's hands. Help each other up. And when you can't help up, stay focused and climb the ladder. Don't step on each other. No matter what. Even if it's easier. Even if it's softer. Guys, share, care. Remember where you came from because your fingers were on that rung too, Texas. That's right. I'm going to end this, guys, just because I don't want to go long. I don't want to go forever, guys. Shout out to Otto. Shout out to Eric for all the help that he's ever given me, for putting me on live streams and telling people to subscribe. Thank you all, guys. Thank all of you guys for coming here. Restorations, hey, what's going on? Just got here. I've been paying attention to what's going on, and it makes you want to fucking puke. Yeah, it does make you want to fucking puke, Richie. It's... Hey, you're back, Joker. It's fucking a disgrace, man. It's why I'm doing this. It's why I'm taking the time out of my day. I'm a disabled person and I don't even get all the things done in my day, but I take time out of my day because I see it fucking happening. And once I became on the bottom of the rung, I realized how many people step on us, how many people are willing to step on us just for their own gain, just so they don't have to deal with something. Just like a 2-year-old, when you go to spank them, they flop on the ground and they scream. Our government officials are flopping on the ground and screaming when we try to redress them. Redress our government. You know, Texas, TX, I appreciate that your service, man. I can't tell you enough. Thank you for standing. I don't know when you served or how you served. I know there's a couple other people in here that talked about being veterans, but um, I I I can't say it enough. If you see a veteran wearing a hat and you don't say thank you, you're an asshole. If you hear someone's a veteran and you don't at least take the moment to say thank you for his service, whether you agree with the politics of this country or not, you're an asshole. Just plain and simple. If you don't take the time to show some decency to somebody who wrote a check with their life, because that's what Texas did. That's what Brent did. That's what Eric did. That's what Monkey did. Monkey. That's what they all did. They wrote a check with their life. They went into the government and said, I, Eric Brent Brandt, Monkey, I, Texas TXGT, I will give you my life. Use it as you will, as you need. Now here you go. Who else is man enough to do that? I think we all need to do that. So thank a veteran, hug a veteran. When you see a homeless veteran, don't ask him why he's homeless. Help him out. I want to know, Joker, what? Trying to read things and talk, guys. Anyway, Skyhawk. Well, on Ontario, Canada, thank you for liking the beard. I guess I hope you like the channel. 56 in the house. Shout it out, guys. Subscribe to each other, like each other, share this stuff. It's how we get the word out. It's how we connect. No more dividing and no more conquering, guys, because that's what they're doing. They're dividing and conquering us. And this connects us around the world. People from Germany, people from Canada, people from America, people from Australia, everywhere, guys. I see people all over the world, and this gives me hope that humanity has a chance. And I don't give up on humanity. I'll never give up on humanity. But this gives me an active hope and something to do. Belgium, Germany. See, exactly. I'm telling you, Lucinator, if I come to Germany for back surgery, I'm going to come see you. Is that a deal or what? You guys, I appreciate everything, guys. I appreciate life as it is. I appreciate you guys. Buy a meal for a veteran. That's damn straight. And don't just buy a McDonald's. Stop and get a Burger King. No. Get them something real. And remember that they're not always going to be able to understand you because they're hungry and they're lost mentally. So just help them with what they ask for. Its own country next to Germany. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I should know that actually. Belgium, Germany, Belgium. Oh man, the things you don't mentally check into. You know, that's a good one. Pay for a night's stay at a hotel. It really is. It really is a good one because they need a shower. They need a place to call their own for a moment. They need a moment to breathe. Um, they need the ability to care and think for themselves before they can care and think about other people. And I think that's the thing that veterans have given the most. They have always cared about us. And in that, they have forgotten themselves. And when you forget caring about yourselves, it becomes a battle that you can't win. And I think we need to help the veterans know that they're worth caring for, that they are just as important as we are. They're more important, but they need to know that. They need to know they have the value. And if we can teach them the value that they give us. They gave us that value. They just gave it. They don't even fucking care whether you're gay, straight, black, white, Indian, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative. They don't give a shit about that. That's why they swore the oath and they went out and served our country. They don't care about that. They care that you have a chance to grow old. They care that you have a chance to grow up. Oh man. Hey, you guys, I appreciate it so much. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the subscriptions, guys. Care for somebody today. Like Otto says, fucking do something, you know? Um, my neighbor, he came to me last Christmas and he says, "You know a bunch of veterans, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." He says, "Here's $1,000. Spend it where they need it." And he's like, "Don't give any to your family, but just spend it on the veterans you know." I was strucken by it. And then out of the blue, I'm not kidding you, 20 minutes later, a veteran I know, a widowed wife, came up with a need that she needed to go to Texas from Washington to have a surgery for her young child. Those plane tickets were paid for by a man who had no ability or knowledge of the problem. But he knew there was a possibility, so he was willing to give. I could have took that $1,000 and ran to the store and bought my kids toys, or food, or beer, or things I don't even use. At the same point, he knew there was a chance that I could help somebody, and he did it. Yeah, it is called blind trust between veterans. Veterans know the idea of service. When you're a veteran, you serve watch. Whether you're on a Navy ship or an Army base or military installation as a Marine, you serve watch. You watch, and you watch over a whole crew of people, and you learn to serve that crew of people each night. And I think that becomes something instilled in a veteran that never goes away. That ability to love and care. You do hear a turkey in the background, and he's not going to shut up, apparently. He's just going to keep going. You know, Canada, that's the problem too, is that's the whole idea, in my opinion, in the criminalization of everyone, is to ruin your self-esteem. You shouldn't have dignity because you were a criminal. You made a mistake, so now you can't have any respect for yourself. Fuck you. Respect yourself, Canada. Look yourself in the mirror each day and don't serve your government. Serve your fellow man. And you were put in a place, your record is horrible because you were meant to serve your man, not your government. Nothing against veterans. But Canada, Ontario, you can do this. You can serve your fellow man and not have a good record. You can feed the homeless. You can care about everyone around you, and you don't have to serve your master. You can worry about humanity. That's it. Worry about humanity, guys. Fuck the police. Stand up for your neighbor. Stand up for a veteran. They stood up for you. They stood up when you didn't. They stood up while you were home sleeping. They stood watch over their brothers, their sisters, and you. Humanity first. I can't believe this from coming from a semi-conservative, half-libertarian background. I'm a fucking humanitarian, guys. Humanity first. Regardless, no left, no right. Straight down the fucking middle of humanity. And if you don't like it, hit the fucking down button. I don't give a shit. But I care about my humans more than I care about my government. I care about my neighbor more than I care about the police department. I care more about my other neighbor than I care about paying taxes. Fuck security guards. Yeah, fuck security guards. I'm gonna be posting a short video. I don't have the first part, but I started later. I'll be posting that. Thank you for reminding me. Fuck security guards. I have a security guard. He reached in my wife's purse. He reached in there and started pulling things out. Oh man, I was like, whoa, fucking no, I'm not gonna do that shit. But anyway, I'll post that short little video of him reading out his name and fucking submitting to his authority. Oh, fuck, Joker. Dude, did you post it? I'll look. I'll look to find it. Guys, go to Joker's channel, MCW Joker. Like and subscribe. Click on the button. Find out what he's posting. It was live. See? I'm sorry I missed it. I hope it downloaded. I hope it wasn't a private stream. I will watch it. I'll like it. It's even worse when it's a security guard that does it, guys. It's even fucking worse. Good. I will watch it. It is way worse when a security guard does it, guys. Sorry about that. My arm gets way fucking tired. Because a security guard doesn't even have the immunity or the ability to, or the right to infringe upon your life or risk your life. See, that's the other thing is when they grab a hold of you, they're now risking your life. And they don't have the fucking right to do that. And the fact that they do it and we all as a society say, you should have followed the rules. That's your fucking fault, guys. Your fault right there. Yours, and mine. If we sit by and allow society to tell us and dictate us how to be a human, how to be decent and dignified. Yeah, I filed a big fucking lawsuit. I haven't even seen it yet, but don't show your intent too much. If you are filing lawsuits, I'll give you all advice. You don't want to say too much. You don't want to share too much information because some way it supposedly ruins your case, but just fuck, man. I'm gonna end this, guys. I'm about at an hour, and it seems to lose it at an hour anyway. So, thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing. Keep your eye open when you hear somebody going down. When you see something going on, tell all your friends. Call people. Let them know. Thank you guys. I appreciate everything. I'll talk to y'all later, guys. I'm going to get out of here, definitely, man. But don't forget what the fuck is wrong with these people. Humanity first. And call your government and let them know how you feel. Go to a city hall meeting.